Unemployment is at 8%, and underemployment is at 16.2%.
9%.
Unemployment is at 9%, and underemployment is at 16.2% this month. What do you think about that, Ghost Rider?
I think these politicians need to come down to where I'm from and really try to straighten out this issue. You know, a little hard work, a little change, blue collar workers, more of those we need. I'm a stunt man myself. But what I think of unemployment, hell have no fear like a flaming skeleton on a motorcycle.
Okay. Well, in many households, teenagers need to work to help their families, and we have unemployment at 24% for teenagers. What do you think those teenagers can do about unemployment?
Well, if you're going to think of it that way,
thank you. That's awesome. Thanks.
You know, especially, you know, with me, they could probably work at my shops, open up more businesses, and, you know, and get out there and cause a little vengeance.
Higher minimum wage is causing unemployment in many areas. Employers are hiring college graduates rather for minimum wage jobs than teenagers. What do you think? Is higher minimum wage helping or hurting the economy?
Well, since all businesses are all Satan related, and I fight against Satan's ideals, you know, since raising the higher minimum wage is actually causing us to create more inflation, which thus makes it more difficult to find more jobs, because only the strong will be able to work and what I fight for justice, and I fight for the weak, and I hope that everybody will get jobs. I fight with the hellfires of the lighter.
Okay, do you have any last words for the people at home?
No, I have no questions at this moment.
All right, thank you.
You, Satan.
Okay. Unemployment is at 9% and underemployment is at 16.2%. What do you think about that?
That sucks really bad, Predator.
Yeah, in many households, teenagers need to help their families, yet teenage unemployment is at 26%. What can be done to help those teenagers who are unemployed?
Get those teenagers out there, Predator.
Higher minimum wage is starting to happen. Do you think that the higher minimum wage is going to help or hurt the economy?
Go beat them up, Predator.
All right, do you have anything else to say to the people at home?
I love the Predator.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I'm here at Kamikaze with the Joker. Joker, unemployment is at 9% this month and underemployment is at 16.2%. What do you think about that?
It's all Batman's fault.
Really? Now, teenagers, they only make up a small amount of our workforce, but there's like 26% of them that are now unemployed in the United States. Is that Batman's fault also?
Get rid of Batman. He's causing all these problems around here.
Well, some people are saying that they're for the minimum wage, and some people are against the minimum wage. I'm not going to tell you what Batman's opinion, but what's yours? Do you think that we should raise the minimum wage, or do you think it's hurting us?
I think minimum wage should be raised. It would help all of us out, so I can steal all of it back from you.
All right, do you have anything else you'd like to say to our Kamikaze friends at home?
Say no to Batman, kids, and put on your Joker face.
Thank you, Joker.
Absolutely.
Unemployment is at 8.5% and underemployment is at 16.5% this month. What do you think about that?
What? I can't hear at all.
What do you think about the unemployment situation right now?
Well, I'm currently unemployed and I don't like it.
Yeah, like I totally agree with you. Being unemployed is not fun, is it?
No, not at all.
Okay. Well, what do you think about the 26% of teenagers that are unemployed? Do you think that something can be done to help teenagers here in the United States?
Well, yeah, I think it'd be great if more people hired teenagers for, you know, for jobs rather than just college people and people who have education and stuff. I think it would really help because there's a lot of teenagers who are struggling to help out their families and stuff. I think it'd be great.
Yeah, most teenagers make minimum wage. Do you think that they should raise minimum wage? Do you think teenagers should be making more or less?
I'm kind of iffy. I think it's pretty good where it is, just because they can hire younger people for less money, and it would kind of encourage people if they're cheaper than, you know, paying a lot more money for younger workers. It'd be a lot easier for them to get jobs.
Alright, well, do you have anything else to say to our kamikaze friends at home?
Vote smash.
Alright. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Alright.
Be loud because of all this stuff going on. We're rolling.
Alright, we're back at the Kamikaze Expo. What's your character's name?
Russell from Up.
Oh, yeah, I remember you. You're the cute one, right?
Yeah.
Alright, well, you probably know a little bit about being a teenager and teenage issues like unemployment. Right now, unemployment is at 9% this month, and underemployment is at 16.2%. What do you think about those numbers?
We gotta fix the economy. We gotta fix this economy get back up to the good old USA.
So in many households, teenagers need to help their families, yet teenage unemployment is at 24%. What can be done to help teenagers who are unemployed?
They need good role models in their life to like push them ahead, and they need, if you hang out with wrong people, you're gonna get unemployed. So hopefully get a good role model.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Do you think that minimum wage should be raised to help them, or do you think that it's going to hurt the economy in the long run to raise the minimum wage for teenagers and college students?
I think it will hurt it in the long run because it's a very competitive world out there, you know. So you gotta, if you have a high education, then you're more likely to get bigger salary.
Okay, well, thank you very much for talking to us. Do you have anything else to say to the Kamikaze fans at home?
Have fun, guys. Wish you guys were here.
Here we are, back at the Kamikaze Expo. I'm talking with the Riddler. Riddler, I love your costume. Did you make that yourself?
Yes.
Oh, very fashionable of you. All right, so, you know, around Gotham, you know that unemployment's been pretty low lately, but it's starting to pick up. Unemployment is currently at 9%, and underemployment is at 16.2%. What do you think about those numbers?
I love it. Who needs a job when my job is to kill the bat? More people with no jobs, more crime for the bat.
Oh, what do you think about the teenagers that are underemployed? Right now they're at 26% unemployment for teens. What can be done to help teenagers?
Well, I get them to join my gangs. They come with me on my crime sprees. And a lot of them, I just take into rooms sometimes and make evil plans with them.
So, right now the minimum wage is pretty low, and they're thinking about raising it. Do you think that's going to help or hurt the economy? Should they raise the minimum wage?
That's ridiculous. The higher minimum wage is, the less people are going to come work for me, the Riddler. It's all about me and my crime.
Oh. Well, do you have anything else you'd like to say to our Kamikaze fans at home, Riddler?
I'm going to get you, Bat, and your little cat, too.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh.
I'm rolling.
Unemployment is at 9%, and underemployment is at 16.2%. What do you think about that?
Well, I'm actually very concerned about that because the longer people have nothing to work for, the worse the state of people become. This country was based on ingenuity and creating a better world. If people aren't given that chance, it brings us down to a lower level all around.
In many households, teenagers need to work to help their families, yet teenage unemployment is at 24%. What can be done to help teenagers who are unemployed?
Well, for one, helping teenagers in the unemployment world takes, in part, mentorship. It takes a good family to help them understand what their potential is. It takes a community willing to take untrained individuals and make them more productive for the community at large. Kids need to be helped out. They really do. And it takes people around them to help them, give them that positive aspects.
Higher minimum wages may be causing greater unemployment for workers. Employers are hiring college graduates for part-time minimum wage. Will a higher minimum wage help or hurt our graduates?
It will absolutely hurt the graduates because a higher minimum wage drives up the wages of those above them. If we maintained a low minimum wage, which is supposed to be a beginning wage, not a permanent wage, A minimum wage is initially entering the workforce. It gives you the groundwork to become a higher paid employee. But to make a higher minimum wage, it drives out the teenagers, it drives out those with unskilled labor, and it also pushes the wages up down the line. So it hurts everybody all around.
Thank you for talking with us.
Thank you very much.
I have one more